terrorists.
Well, it's nice you can put that
and this is what they always do.
There you go.
So hold on, I let you talk for a long time, so why don't you shut up for a second? So we've got all of these dead babies. We've got all of these dead babies that this monster doesn't care about.
You have to check this. Cenk Uygur goes head to head with so-called pro-Palestine guest, and it's absolutely chaos. This guy thinks he is smart, but he has zero knowledge, zero reasoning, and honestly zero shame. He tries to humiliate Palestine, act like Israel is flawless, but Cenk doesn't let him get away with a single word. From start to finish, he embarrassed, exposed, and completely destroyed. And we get to watch the whole meltdown unfold like a live comedy show. So let's watch it, guys.
These are gigantic and horrendous numbers of children being killed. Do you not have any qualms about the number of children being killed?
If she cared at all for the Palestinian people, they would take them in.
All right,
they would take them in. They don't want them. If the Egyptians wanted them, they'd take them in, but they don't. Do you know why? Because every country that takes in the Palestinians gets terror. It happened in Egypt, it happened in Jordan, it happened in Syria, it happened in Lebanon, it happened in Tunisia, on and on. That's why these people don't really care about their fellow Muslims. They just care about hating Jews.
All right, Cenk, your response.
Yeah, so you asked if he cared about 8,000 dead babies, and his answer was no. Queen Rania bothers me, so complete non-answer, because he doesn't care. He doesn't think that Palestinians' lives are worth anything. He just called them all terrorists.
Well, it's nice you can put that
and this is what they always do.
There you go.
So hold on, I let you talk for a long time, so why don't you shut up for a second? So we've got all of these dead babies. We've got all of these dead babies that this monster doesn't care about. He says keep bombing them. A former intelligence officer said in the Israeli press they're using AI in a program called The Gospel, where he said it's basically a mass assassination factory. And we could all see it with our own eyes. And you can do all the propaganda you want. No one believes your nonsense. We see all the dead women. We see all the dead children. Now Israel has killed 20 times the number of civilians that Hamas killed. So would I want Hamas in charge of Israel? Never, never. I don't trust them, and I don't believe that they would be benign. So all of this propaganda about, people don't mind Hamas. No, we mind Hamas. We terribly what happened on October 7th. And I've now shown you different Israelis that have said that it's a problem. And I want peace and security for both Israel and Palestine. And this does not get Israel any peace or security. But when you ask the other side, do you mind tens of thousands of civilians that have been murdered, incinerated alive, body parts picked out of rubble, little babies killed over and over again in what is even the Israeli prime minister is referring to as Amalek, meaning an extermination of the Palestinian people. And I must clarify the difference between a genocide and a Holocaust. A genocide is when you target a specific people and kill a lot of civilians. Srebrenica, where 6,000 people were killed, was considered a genocide. So it doesn't mean you try to murder every single person in that race. That is a Holocaust. The idea that you're going to kill 20,000 more civilians, 200,000 more civilians in Gaza, and it's going to drive out Hamas.
Let Douglas
answer that.
Let Douglas respond to that.
First of all, I mean, your other guest, I mean, I don't know what kind of a creature he is. He's a kind of low-grade thug, as far as I can see. He's listened to nothing I've said.
Yeah, I know, because I'm Muslim. That's what you call all Muslims.
I'll tell you. No, it's not that at all. It's not that at all. I just think that I think you're just a very low-rent racist. But anyway, let me just get on to it. You say, first of all, I don't care about the death of Palestinian children. Yes, I do care. I care very deeply about it. But I also know that the responsibility for their deaths lies on Hamas, which has misgoverned their society for the last 16 years and now has been leading the country into being in a war with Israel. So yes, it's on Hamas this. As for seeing wars, by the way, I just mentioned about seeing wars because as far as I can see, you're very ill-traveled as well as rather ill-lettered and ill-spoken.
Like, what is this guy even saying? He claims he cares about the children who died in Palestine. When did he even care? Right at the start of the video, he shows his total disregards for all the innocent people dying in Palestine. And now he is acting like he actually cares. The truth is, he completely sold out and doesn't care at all. I have to give full credit to Cenk Uygur for demolishing this guy's attitude and calling him out. And now the guest is even trying to disrespect Cenk, claiming he is lower grade or something. But seriously, who is the real third class lower grade person here? Is this Douglas Murray or Cenk Uygur? I really want to hear your thoughts. So drop your opinion in the comments below. Who do you think is truly a lower grade person in this debate?
And I mention that I cover wars and go to wars because I happen to think myself that it's worth seeing things with your own eyes, including things that you don't particularly like, but you report the truth. I don't know if you ever even leave your own bedroom. And I can tell already that you don't, because you've already said something that demonstrates you know nothing about this conflict. You have just demonstrated it in the following terms. You said that this is why we need to push for a two-state solution and give legitimacy to the Palestinian Authority. I'll tell you something you don't know, because I guess you spent no time in the West Bank, have you? I'll tell you something you probably don't know. The Palestinian Authority, Fatah, celebrated the 7th of October massacres. I'll give you another fact which demonstrates you know nothing about this and clearly haven't ever visited any Palestinians in the West Bank as I have. If there was an election tomorrow in the West Bank, the reason why there isn't one is because if there was an election tomorrow in the West Bank, Hamas would win. So your idea of a two-state solution, I'm afraid you are so out of date and you really should leave your bedroom. Because in this region, nobody thinks that there is a two-state solution on the table because there is not a viable negotiating partner. But I just want to make one other main point. You have gone on and on tonight, throwing accusations out against the Jewish state, against me. It's the sort of thing you do. I know you're a sort of online pugilist and think you can run for office, and good luck with that. But I'd just like to point out that you only really get animated if the Jews are involved. And I can tell that for the following reason. I mean, your surname's Uyghur, isn't it? 1 million Uyghur Muslims in China have been put in concentration camps in the last decade. And people of your ilk never really care about that, do you? Because it's not the Jews doing it, it's the Chinese Communist Party. At the moment, 1 million people who are in Pakistan at the moment, who are your fellow Muslims and who happen to be Afghan, and I don't think you care about them, do you? 1 million Afghans are currently being forcibly deported from Pakistan to Afghanistan. You don't care about that. You're not riled up about that.
Wow, what is this guy even saying? This pro-Israel guest just made him look like a total idiot. He tried to compare the problems in Afghanistan and Pakistan to what is happening in Israel and Palestine, but that makes no sense at all. Here's the truth. In Afghanistan and Pakistan, yes, some refugees are being forced to leave, and that is the problem, but people are not being killed on massive scale like in Gaza. There is no genocide happening there. In Gaza, Israel has killed tens of thousands of Palestinians, destroyed homes and forced people to leave. Children and innocent people are dying every day. That is a real mass killing, and it is very different from Afghanistan or Pakistan. Trying to defend Israel by talking about Afghanistan or Pakistan is ridiculous. It shows this quest doesn't understand the situation and is just making excuses. Cenk Uygur completely exposed him and showed how wrong and foolish he is. The guest looked embarrassed and lost, but he still tried to defend Israel without any real facts.
You're not riled up about what the Janjaweed are currently doing in Sudan, where thousands and thousands of people are being attacked by the Islamist militia there. You don't care about any of that. You get exercised and you rile up what little base you have of malcontents because you're riled up when the Jews do anything.
All right, Cenk.
It's perfectly obvious.
Okay. Cenk, your response.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, my last name is Uygur. We're named after the Uyghur Turks in China. And have we talked about that on the Young Turks?
I thought you'd spoken up then.
Yes. Yes, we've talked about it endlessly, but you don't know that, and you don't watch the show.
Shame
you
nobody
just make
watches
things
your
up.
show.
So,
nobody does watch your show.
Yeah, well, okay, again, you're interrupting me when I was kind enough to let you go on with your mad ramblings. So how nobody watches the show, we have 5 billion views a year. I don't know what piddling outfit you're on, or what little Substack or whatever the hell you write on. So the reason we're incredibly popular is we fight for all. We fight for shut up. We fight for all innocent civilians. So yes, we've covered all of those conflicts. Yes, I'm against fundamentalist Islam, no question about it. I'm against fundamentalist religions of all kind. In terms of every right-wing supporter of Israel, their only tactic is, hey, don't look at the 8,000 murdered children. Don't look at the 6,400 murdered women. Don't look at the fact that all the hospitals in northern Gaza have been shut down. Don't look at the fact that 4 out of 5 people in northern Gaza are starving right now, and half the people in southern Gaza are starving. Instead, anti-Semite, anti-Semite. Now, wait a minute. I just told you how much I want peace and security for Israel, how much I hated what happened on October 7th. What you don't know is I started the Young Turks with 2 Jewish friends. And so the whole program is both Jews and Muslims. You know nothing. You know nothing. I have Jewish family and friends. Why in the world, God, as they go to Israel, I want them to be safe, okay? So I have shown empathy for all civilians throughout everything I have ever done. But all you have is hatred. Oh, he's an anti-Semite. Kill the Muslims. Kill the Palestinians. And once we kill them, by the way, we'll blame them for it. Israel had to murder all those babies in Palestine because Hamas made us do it. Then why are you listening to Hamas? Why are you letting Hamas drive your agenda? Well, you don't have to kill those civilians. It's a mass assassination factory.
Guys, to be honest, I really agree with Cenk Uygur. This guy Douglas Murray doesn't have any respect for Palestinians. From the start of the video, all he did was disrespect Palestine and Gaza. The way Cenk Uygur actually showed respect, you just saw it. He treats both Jews and Muslims fairly, but the way Douglas Murray treated Muslims and the people of Gaza is utterly disrespectful and completely unacceptable. There is no way a reasonable person could behave like that or say such negative things when we have evidence that Israel is committing genocide. There is no way anyone can defend it, and if you do, you need to bring facts, which Douglas Murray didn't provide at all during the entire interview. Guys, let me know in the comments what do you think about today's debate. What was your favorite points, and do you agree with any of the points these two made? And guys, you are not supporting this channel, please show some love. I'm a small creator. Like this video, share it, comment down below what do you think, and please don't forget to subscribe. And again, thanks for watching.